Hello everyone. Hold on. Okay. Hello everyone. It's the raging red king himself. Welcome to a new video. Today we're going to be doing what if Deku had a symbiote. Now I'm gonna change a lot, quite a bit in fact. First, I'm also going to be adding and had met all the Data Live characters. If you haven't seen that series, go watch it. Good. Very good. Muy caliente. It was a very spicy series. 3 seasons. Really good. Each one with 12 episodes, so it's like 32 episodes, like 20 minutes long. Shouldn't take you too long. Shouldn't take anyone that long to watch. Anyway. In like an hour, you're already 30% of the way. In an hour, you're already through the first 3 episodes, which is pretty quick, in my opinion. But hey, that's just me. Anyway, so today I'm going to start here clicking. I had this thing that I can click, and I'm going to click it because I like clicking it. Anyway, so the way I'm gonna change a lot. First, his sister is he's going to have a sister. If you haven't seen Data Live, it's going to be, I don't remember her name. Hold on. I think her name is Kaori. I haven't seen Data Live in a while. I'm only going to be adding the 3 characters in here. You know what? No, 4, because I can. One is going to be Kurumi, and their quirks are pretty much going to be, their powers in Data Live. So it's going to be Kurumi, Toga, and, dang it, I forgot her name again, hold on. You know what, scratch that. Deku isn't going to have a sister, because I forgot her name. I am sorry. Anyway, it's going to be, Origami, Toga, and, Kurumi. You know, the time spirit princess, and, crazy lady with big gun. With lots of guns and explosives. Also known as Origami. And they're all gonna be, I don't know, somehow attracted to Deku because, you know, his aura is super strong or something. I don't know. Maybe they can just sense his aura for some reason. Although Origami watches, Toga and, not Toga. It's not Toga, Toka, not Toga. I'm sorry. Look, they have very similar names. You can't judge me for that. Toka. She's going to be watching Toka and Kurumi because they are called the Nightmare and the Princess. They are the strongest people in school, and they're always around a quirkless boy. And yes, Izuku is quirkless. Or is he? You'll find out what I'm talking about later. Oh yeah, I've got like a good chunk of time. Sorry I keep saying that. I can only make 15-minute long videos because, yeah, I'm lazy. Plus, you know, simple. Anyway. Excuse me. So, Izuku. It's going to be the day. I'm going to time jump. I'm going to say that ever since day 1, ever since Izuku found out he didn't have a quirk, he has had an impervious resolve, saying he will become a hero no matter what stands in his way. He is super determined. So, basically, what happens is that Izuku is just kind of, he already cleaned Dagobah Beach by the time he was 9. And yeah, he's gonna be that kind of powerhouse. So he's ripped. A ripped 9-year-old Deku. Yep, that is the words that have come out of my mouth. And I am not retconning any of this. I've retconned something already, but I know. Never mind. Okay. So essentially, he's been working out. He's been doing as much work as he can. He's also been studying heroes' fighting styles, everything. He even knows about the whole All For One incident because of how much he's learned. His intelligence is that high, and no one knows that he's found out about it. He's the only one who knows. He also knows All Might's time limit, who Nana Shimura is, who her son is, and he knows that she had a son, but her son disappeared. He knows, if you can think of it, he probably knows it. Anyway, so Izuku, we're gonna skip to the sludge villain attack, cause, I'm bored. So I'm gonna say he wouldn't be caught immediately, because for some reason, instincts were taking over him. And he moved out of the way. He was like, what was that? No, I'm just kidding. It's his natural fight-or-flight instincts. His fight-or-flight instincts are really strong. He's fast, strong, smart. And pretty much, he's an absolute powerhouse for a normal human being. So, while he's trying to completely dodge the sludge villain, which he's doing rather well, I'm gonna say he's season 4 level built by the time the sludge villain attack happens. So yeah, this man muscular. He's not muscular like the villain, but he's buff. Anyway, while he was dodging, All Might showed up and saved him. Because he was about to get caught, because he was running out of... He may have an incredible amount of stamina, but it was running rather low. So, basically he grabbed onto All Might's leg, saying, "Can I be a hero without a quirk if I try hard enough?" All Might said no. And also, All Might did shrink. So Midoriya just walked up to him and backhanded him. He respected All Might. He respected All Might as much as more in this version than in canon. But the moment he said you can't, you said anyone can be a hero without a quirk. He said that right after he backhanded him. You said anyone can be a hero without a quirk. And you're telling me that I can't be a hero? Screw that. I'll rub it in your face that I can become a hero without a quirk. He yells that into All Might's face. All Might's just standing there looking shocked. And Midoriya I'm gonna say that he's like super durable too. Midoriya bolts down the stairs before All Might could say anything. All Might realized a few seconds after he snapped out of being smacked. Sorry. I thought how funny that would be, just a super ripped Midoriya just backhanding someone. And All Might didn't know what he had just gotten himself into. So I'm gonna say that the sludge villain from Bakugo happens, but Midoriya, as soon as he sees the sludge villain, he gets angry and starts running towards the sludge villain. So he kind of, because he's so ripped, he throws his backpack through the sludge villain's head, pretty much knocking it out. He pulls out Bakugo while the heroes get the sludge villain under control. I'm gonna skip to the entrance exam. So, Midoriya has been being an absolute mad lad, ripping robots apart. I'm gonna say he does have a few cuts, bruises, his knuckles are bloody. But, he's only human. Like, literally, he has no power. For now, at least. For now. I might give him a quirk. I might. And he sees that a girl is trapped under rubble while a giant robot was going towards her. And this man ran as fast as he could and tried to start moving, and he started moving the rubble when he felt something sharp. When he felt something latch onto his leg. He, for some reason, felt really weird, and he started backing up. And he noticed he was being covered in a green slime. He was like, what? Something in his head told him,
move now. Hurry up. Move. Save her already.
and Midoriya snapped out of it. He immediately threw the rock off of her with his newfound strength. He said, what's going on? This is weird. And he noticed the zero pointer was about to hit them. So he grabbed, when he was about to hit, when the zero pointer was about to punch them, he grabbed the arm. It completely stopped dead in its tracks.
Partner, give the word and I'll crank up the power.
He said. Midoriya said, partner? I don't even know who you are.
I'll explain later. Should I crank up the power?
Midoriya yelled, yeah, crank it up. And you know how Venom does that thing where he can just kind of grow? I got a little bit of time. Yeah. Midoriya starts growing and growing and growing. He's the size of Escanor at noon right now. He's the one size. And this isn't just fluid like it is in Marvel canon. And it's not Venom, it's a symbiote. I'll tell you what, I made up a symbiote. This is actually like the symbiote. The symbiotes themselves. And I'm not going to say symbiote trademarks for Sony Pictures because they completely screwed over Venom and I hate them for doing it. But these are, like, each muscle is a different symbiote as he's growing. They're all fusing with his nervous system, his strength, speed, agility. Everything is constantly being increased. Until he pushes the hand back, almost knocking the robot over. He looked at himself. He didn't know, he was looking at his hands. They were sharp. He noticed he had pretty much these things, right? Coming out of his back. And he said, can I use these? Oops. And, the symbiote said, the leader symbiote said,
yeah, use them as you wish.
And he thought of something. He was like, can we eat this? I have a feeling this is going to be a weird question, but is it possible for us to eat this?
Why would you want to eat it?
It'd probably be really convenient. Plus, it would stop anyone else from getting hurt. Because if I just destroy it, it could fall on someone. The symbiotes all started agreeing. And like, you see the little tentacles that have spikes on them? Yeah. Those turn into mouths. Like, different symbiotes. And there's hundreds of them. And then he jumps really high. And I'm gonna say he reverted back to his not his regular form. Just like, the one you see in the picture. And then they started eating the symbiote. Not the symbiote. They started eating the zero pointer. Bit by bit. Until it was nothing. There was literally nothing left. Like, absolutely nothing. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. So afterward, the symbiotes decided to turn the metal into bullet-like entities and started shooting them out at all of the robots that were about to, heavily damage a person. Remember, Uraraka saved, so she's super confused. And, like, really grateful. So, that's where I'm going to leave this part off. Also, let me tell you who the symbiote is. Nah, I don't have time. Bye.